Yes, it's time for the mother of all battles, the final before the final. It's Super Saturday as India and Pakistan lock horns at the biggest stage of them all, the T20 World Cup. Even at this early stage of the tournament, it's a do-or-die clash for the men in blue. Can they defend our unbeaten record against Pakistan in the World Cups? Or will Pakistan break Indian hearts again at Eden? Let's take a look at how both the camps are gearing up for this clash.
Team India is under pressure. Now it's Shahid Afridi's team that stares at Dhoni's men. As Kolkata beckons, the Indian team has no option left but to strike and make its presence felt in the World T20.
We managed to keep the pressure of people away from our game preparation and the match itself. And even leading up to the World Cup, throughout the World Cup, I've always maintained that momentum is very important. We managed to ditch the momentum at Nagpur. We'll have to pick it up from Eden Garden.
There is no doubt that the loss against New Zealand will be playing in every Indian player's mind. And now Pakistan will be a very difficult kettle of fish. Here is one team that India will fancy, as the battle in the past between the two subcontinent giants in the World Cup games have just one victor, India. Team India has won all 4 World T20 matches played. In fact, India has won every World Cup game against Pakistan. India has also won 6 of the 7 T20 games between the two sides. While the World Cup story favours India, the matches played in Kolkata tell a very different story. Pakistan has won every limited over match at the Eden Gardens against India. However, this is the first ever T20 game between the two sides at the Mecca of Indian cricket. And this will also be a World T20 contest that gives India the upper hand.
This rivalry is huge, you know. I mean, it's very hard to put a finger and say how huge it is. It's probably bigger than Ashes is. So, as far as Indians go and the Pakistanis go, they play. I don't think they watch this game as a game of cricket. It's more of a border rivalry. They want to get one up on each other. So there is much more to the particular game in itself rather than the game itself taking center stage.
India will be buoyed by the recent win over Pakistan in the Asia Cup. Then Pakistan's brittle batting line was simply exposed. That's where India will look to strike again.
It's been always wonderful to come to this city, and the history also suggests that we will play better cricket tomorrow. We have won the last game also, so there's less pressure. So hopefully, if we repeat the way we played in the last game, we have got a better chance.
While there is no doubt that Pakistan has a fiery pace attack, the fact remains that T20 matches are won by teams that score more runs. That's why India start favourites in the mother of all cricket battles.
The Eden Gardens has seen some of the fiercest battles in Indian cricket history. The most iconic of them all, that knock by VVS Lakshman that made him a legend in Indian cricket. This Indo-Pak clash too is a mock-up for someone from within this team to make their name synonymous with this venue. With camera person Sajid Khan in Kolkata, Shivani Gupta, India Today.
Well, the king of Bollywood, Amitabh Bachchan, has arrived in Kolkata airport. The Big B will sing the national anthem, remember, today ahead of this epic encounter between India and Pakistan. Those are visuals of Amitabh Bachchan at the Kolkata airport. We are waiting for the match to start in just over 2 hours from now. Nikhil Chopra joins me live now in the studio, former Indian cricketer. Nikhil, welcome to India Today. First of all, big match. We're all waiting for it. We met Pakistan a few days ago. We outplayed them, barring the 4 overs that Amir bowled. But the stakes are higher today, isn't it, at Eden? It's the World Cup after all.
Well, sure. And apart from that, Team India lost their first game against New Zealand as well. And to try and qualify, we literally have to win everything from here on in. You know, it's Pakistan, it's Australia, then you've got to go ahead and with Bangladesh. But like the captain and we all have been saying, you know, you've got to take each game by itself. Yeah, it's a pressure game and it's an India-Pakistan game in the World Cup. Sure. But you got enough men in the blue in terms of from the Indian team that have a lot of experience. They've been there, done that in comparison to some of the Pakistani guys. You've got a very few number of guys who've got that sort of experience. So Team India, if you look at man to man as well, Team India is far better equipped to go out there and beat the Pakistanis today.
Absolutely, and there have been light showers since morning at Kolkata. The fans will be hoping the rain flies over. But
Everybody.
Yeah, we are all hoping. But if it is a rain-curtailed match, Nikhil, then who has the firepower to
Well,
to
then
emerge on top?
it gets a much shortened game than it could be either side. You know, whoever wins the toss, lots of permutation combinations come into play. I just hope to see the best out of both the sides. You'd want a full 40 over game, and if it's a full 40 over game, then I'd say Team India have got a better chance of beating the Pakistani side.
Absolutely, and rain has been coming down in Kolkata. My colleague Shivani is there at Eden Gardens. She's sent us this report.
Chalo, we are starting. Yeah. Fans have a lot of different ways of showing their support for their team. Before the India-Pakistan big game at the Eden Gardens, the weather is playing truant on us. As you can see, it's overcast and some drops of rain is falling as well. But I have some fans with me who have come all prepared to wish the rain away. They're here with their guitars and with their voices. But starting off, what's the best song to describe the India-Pakistan match? What would you sing first for us?
যা বৃষ্টি চেপে ধান দেব মেপে যা বৃষ্টি চেপে ধান দেব মে আবার যা বৃষ্টি চেপে ধান দেব মেপে যা বৃষ্টি চেপে ধান দেব মেপে ইডেনে খেলা আমরা দেখতে চাই খেলার জন্য আমরা যে গান গাই যা বৃষ্টি চেপে ধান দেব মেপে যা বৃষ্টি চেপে ধান দেব মেপে
I can only assume that they're asking for the rain to go away, isn't it? Okay. But tell us, when it comes to India-Pakistan, अगर हिंदी फिल्मों के बारे में बात करें, उन हिंदी गानों के बारे में बात करें, तो सबसे टॉप पे कौन सा गाना होगा आपके लिए? गाइए वो.
बार बार हाँ बोलो यार हाँ अपनी जीत हो उनकी हार हाँ बार बार हाँ बोलो यार हाँ अपनी जीत हो उनकी हार हाँ कोई हमसे ना टकरावे चले चलो कोई जावे ना टकरावे चले चलो कोई हमसे ना टकरावे चले चलो मिट जावे जो टकरावे चले चलो बार बार हाँ बोल यार हाँ
India!
अपनी जीत हो उनकी हार हाँ
Very nice, very nice, very nice. But when it comes to sporting encounters in India, there is one song which is hugely popular, and I think you know what it is. Chak De.
कुछ करिए नस नस में बोले हाय कुछ करिए कुछ करिए कुछ करिए नस नस में बोले हाय कुछ करिए
कोई तो चले चित मरिए हाँ कोई तो चले चित पड़िए
चक दे इंडिया चक दे इंडिया चक दे इंडिया चक दे चैंपियन बनेगा इंडिया चैंपियन होगा इंडिया
Well, it's raining very heavily, but we are hoping that India will be champions in this World T20. They have a tough task ahead, and it's raining in Pakistan, in Kolkata before the Pakistan game. With camera person Sajid Alam at the Eden Gardens, Shivani Gupta, India Today.
Well, fans have found their voice, isn't it? And we hope it's a full 40-over match between India and Pakistan. Even at this early stage in the tournament, it's a do-or-die clash for India at the Eden Gardens. Now, Nikhil, when it comes to India and Pakistan, it's all about handling pressure, isn't it? Of course, India has that proud record of not having lost any match against Pakistan in the World Cup. But we've got visuals of Pakistan legends coming to meet their team. Imran Khan, in fact, met the team and, encouraged them to give their best against India in this encounter. So 10 matches we played against Pakistan in the World Cups, we haven't lost any. So do you think that will play on the minds of the Pakistani players when they take the field?
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, when you've had that record for that long a period of time, like you're saying, it's been 10 games. So, of course, Imran Khan there, Wasim Akram there, I'm sure even Waqar Yunus being the head coach must be going out and telling them that you got to be calm, you got to be holding on to your nerve. Fair enough, the adrenaline is pumping, but when you try and do a little too much or get out on do something out of the ordinary, sometimes you fail. And I think Pakistan has always felt and been under the pump against India in a big clash. They've always been trying to get ahead of themselves, and they've struggled. With Team India, they've always stuck to their guns. They've been very calm under pressure situation as well, and it makes a big difference who's leading the side as well. How calm is your leader?
Absolutely. And however, Pakistani coach came out in the press conference and said the pressure is all on India heading into this match. After all, India hasn't beaten Pakistan at Eden Gardens, yes, in 4 ODIs. But will that count when India takes the field on the minds of the Indian players?
I guess, as any head coach of the side would be doing, to trying to take the pressure off his own team and say, well, I'm throwing the ball in Team India's court. They've got to try and qualify. They're playing in their own backyard. Fair enough. He's just trying to do his job, trying to take the pressure off his own boys. But we all know what kind of form that Mohammad Amir is. Like you just said, those 4 overs, I don't think Team India is going to make that same sort of mistake again. They'll be very watchful. They'll be very careful. They won't be going all guns blazing against Mohammad Amir. Unless you get a couple of deliveries where you can free your arms, you can look to get a boundary. They're not going to be trying manufacturing shots against Mohammad Amir. I don't see that mistake happening again.
Absolutely. It may all come down to the captains. Captain Cool, MS Dhoni versus Boom Boom Afridi, who will lead his team to victory. We'll have to wait and see. Well, that's it from Nikhil and me for the moment. We are building up to the India-Pakistan clash. But for the moment, it's back to Smitha.